Now everything you see going on around me is done off the back of social media. People who have seen us on social media are helping us to build this small village that we're building for single parents with special needs children. They help to support the house full of special needs kids that I've got here. Social media has allowed us to provide education, full-time education, for over 400 children in the community, many of which were child labourers, all of which were living on in extreme poverty, less than $1 a day, all through social media. So social media is a powerful, powerful tool if the person controlling it, the channel and the social media outlets, has a decent intention. Hey everyone, so for those of you who don't know what I'm about to speak about, recently there's been this little bit of a viral situation going on with, it's a bit hot out here, Monica, let's go back in, with a girl who I didn't even know existed. Oh, really? I didn't even know she existed until I saw this video of hers go viral called Essena Oneill. And she was basically saying that social media is like fake and quite a negative lifestyle and stuff like that. And from what I can gather from what I saw, someone shared the video on my timeline to mention it about it, because she's a vegan. And I couldn't agree more with what she said actually. But at the same time, I can't see why people can't understand that they can use technology for something other than self-promotion. You can use it to promote a message. Now she was promoting the vegan message, but what she's saying is that she became empty because she was using it for self-promotion. So use it for something else, you know, use it for something else. And for those of you who don't know, oh, Bully, let's have a sit down. For those of you who don't know, there we go. This is Monica, by the way. I'll explain about Monica shortly. For those of you who don't know, you can make money from YouTube. So the views you get paid for the adverts if you put adverts on your videos at the beginning of the videos. So I've done that with my YouTube channel, and I've had over 400,000 views, and YouTube have paid me like $350. So I've never withdrawn the money. And I was just going to withdraw it when I needed to. And I think most of you know I don't... I don't take any salary. I'm a full-time volunteer for my children's fund, my NGO, my animal rescue, and my children's home. And I will never take a personal salary for as long as I'm doing what I do. So that money will go straight to the project. That's exactly what will go on. So it's funny enough that this young lady here is called Monica, and she came into my care last week. And Monica, unbelievably, is 4 years old, and she weighs just 4 kilograms. So she is tiny, and she's suffering from severe malnutrition. And she's been in hospital for the last few days, having a lot of tests done, and seeing her, waiting on the heart specialist and stuff, seeing her as well. So the reason I want to mention this is it just so happens that the bill for Monica is just over $300. So that money, which is for the hospital bill, I mean, that money which is from my YouTube ad revenue, or whatever you want to call it, the money that they pay me for my adverts, has never been used for anything. So I'm just giving an example that ultimately YouTube earnings, people clicking on my videos, as well as people then sponsoring children here to get them into education, or sharing what they can, doing fundraisers and stuff like this to try and help out. as well as it communicating that message to people, it also earns money, but you don't have to use the money for empty stuff. You don't have to use it for self-gratification, self-promotion. Potentially you could look at it, Johniki. Oh, she thinks I'm talking to her because I'm talking on the floor. It's not for you. Sorry, Johnny's starting to sleep my camera. So, it's my dog. So that money for, it's another one. B, making a video. Oh, bully. That money that came from those videos potentially saved this child's life. That's what I'm trying to say. And I have just over 400,000 views. Now I noticed that some of these people, like that Essena girl, has like 100,000 views on one video, like more, 500,000 views on one video and stuff. So I can only imagine how much they're making from the ad money. But then to say that social media is like useless and empty, well, it's not social media, it's the person's mind. It's the outlook of the consciousness that's controlling it. So, Monica started getting the grumbles, so I've had to hand her over to one of the daddies that works here. Started screaming at me. So I was saying, it doesn't have to be a tool for self-promotion. It doesn't have to be for empty stuff. It really doesn't. And she did mention that in her video, but I just want to point that out to other people on YouTube as well. Because I get frustrated at something. Now everything you see going on around me is done off the back of social media. People who have seen us on social media are helping us to build this small village that we're building for single parents with special needs children. They help to support the house full of special needs kids that I've got here. Social media has allowed us to provide education, full-time education, for over 400 children in the community, many of which were child labourers, all of which were living on in extreme poverty, less than $1 a day, all through social media. So social media is a powerful, powerful tool if the person controlling it, the channel and the social media outlets, has a decent intention, has an idea of what they want to do to help the planet. Let's get out the way of the sun. And people who say that there's saying that it's empty and it's all this stuff, I agree that one side of it is, but why waste it? Why not use it to do something good for the planet? Give a message, or if you need to go away, learn the message you need to give, then do that as well, But use it for good. Use it for good. And you can't just stop at one message, I don't think, either. I promote veganism and I'm forever, and I love this because I don't promote veganism as a main thing on my channel, but I always get comments underneath my videos saying I've gone vegan thanks to you, and been vegan 3 months thanks to you, and I've stopped eating meat, and ask for tips how to stop dairy. There's lots of people just watching myself, and I'm not pushing veganism all the time. I'm promoting the children and what they need here most of the time, and my animal rescue as well. So you can use it for many, many things. And I see these vegans, because I watched quite a few online vegan persons, and I've had some great health advice from them. But I see this common theme where they sometimes they're quite aggressive towards meat eaters and saying, the planet's on its way out and you've got to do it. I agree, the planet is in dire need and drastic measures are required. But then they're swanning around like they're more compassionate because they are vegan. And perhaps they are, or perhaps they're just more educated than the other people. But then they're earning, they boast that they earn tens of thousands of dollars or pounds every month. They're boasting about it. But then they don't know what to use it for. Just over $300 has saved that child's life. And they're out there, they don't know what to spend it on. I could have took that money, I like to run, I could have bought myself an extra pair of running shoes, but I don't need to. You only need 1 or 2 pairs of running shoes. You don't need 50 pairs of running shoes. You don't need an abundance of the things that you're interested in. You need 1 or 2. And if you're truly wanting to promote a message of compassion on social media, and if you're truly wanting to use it to its full potential, you can't boast about earning tens of thousands of pounds or dollars a month and then not use it for compassionate means. Just use it for self-gratification, for sports cars, for sports equipment, for expensive meals. Well, there's an absolute massive contradiction in what people are saying there. There's a huge contradiction. Oh, I'm compassionate because I'm vegan. But what about the people who are not vegan but are using all of their time and resources to assist children on the planet who are hungry and starving, children who don't have medical care? What about those people? Are they less compassionate than you, or are you less compassionate than them? Because they're using their money to assist children in need. They're using their money to help children who are suffering, who are starving, who don't have food. And you're using your money for self-gratification, but they're using meat to fuel that which they do. You're using fruits and vegetables to fuel that which you do. Who is the compassionate one? The one who neglects the children and uses the money for themselves for pointless material nonsense? Or the one who eats meat? Do you see what I'm saying? There's no balance, there's no answer. So, two things in the video I want to touch on. Social media is a powerful, powerful thing when it's in the right hands. So you can easily convert a social media channel with a large audience to create massive impact on this planet. As I say, I stand today 20 months after opening a Facebook page with more than 400 children in full-time education who were, some of them were in child labour in quarries, others were living on less than $1 a day, many were homeless, many were sick, we've had to pay for medical care for some, and we've saved the lives of some, as we have with this child recently just the other day. But had I been using, I don't know, that's not a good way to put it, but had I been using social media for self-gratification, none of that stuff would have happened. So just two things, like I say. Social media, powerful tool in the right hands. It's not a bad thing if the person's mind is on something other than themselves. And the second thing is, those who are boasting of the message of compassion, they need to walk their talk. You can't push that you're compassionate and that meat eaters are not compassionate when you're using all of your money for pointless material trinkets and self-gratification, when there's a person out there who might very well be eating meat but using all of their time and resources to provide for children who are hungry on the planet, whilst you're wasting tens of thousands of pounds or dollars every month. So yeah, a lot of hypocrites in the free-thinking vegan movement, unfortunately, but there's also a lot of people who don't realise the amount of strength they have to change the planet. And they can change the planet. They can, so. Okay, just wanted to share that anyway. Bye guys.